It is incredible that you married such a stupid skank. I mean, God, what were you thinking? Hey everybody, I'm Taylor from Beard vs. Geek, where I show you it is okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. Today we are talking about a very gentlemanly thing to do and something that best mans are required to do, and that would be giving a toast. A toast is something that can make or break a social gathering. For example, if a toast is too long, people will want to shoot themselves in the head. So let's try to avoid that, and here are some great tips for how to give the manly toast. Number 1, don't be drunk. A little bit of alcohol is a great way in order to loosen up. However, too many of these things and your ability to give an effective toast is going to go down the crapper in a hurry. Having 1 glass of wine or 1 beer before giving a toast is fine. Any more than that, and do not give a toast. If you are a best man, the worst thing that you can do is to get drunk before you say those words. Number 2, do not take forever. Toasts need to be short and sweet. A maximum of 3 minutes for a toast. And that would be if you're like at a wedding. If you're a small social gathering, a small effective toast of 30 seconds is very appropriate. Number 3, prepare your toast ahead of time if possible. You may not be the best writer in the world, but writing down your toast, or at least some bullet points, is a great way to keep your thoughts organized. You don't want to be reading a script the entire time you're giving a toast. That blocks the connection. But if you have a few bullet points for you to reference of, I want to cover bam, 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 you can give your message quickly and efficiently. Number 4, eye contact. A toast is all about making connection with the person that you are toasting as well as the audience. Note, when I am talking to you, I am talking to you, and we are making that connection. If you're in a room of people, make sure that you scan a room. Take a couple of seconds over here, talk a little bit over here, talk a little bit over here, and try to make eye contact with a couple of friendly faces. Most of your audience is going to sit there with a pleasant expression on their face or just a blank stare as if they're watching television. But if you can find a couple of friendly faces in the audience, it will really make a difference, and you will have a connection with those people. You may be tempted to say a joke or to start with a joke to begin your toast. That may be fine, but make sure that the joke is short and quick and is age appropriate. If you're at a wedding, do not discuss frat issues at the guy's wedding. Remember, the guy's grandma is in the audience and there are kids running around. You don't want to be talking about that time when Louis had a little too much of this in Vegas and found that one special friend. Toasts need to highlight a great thing that you admire about that person. It could be something as honesty, integrity, intelligence, and friendship. Those are great topics that people can relate to while during a toast. Make sure that when you are giving a toast, you specifically speak about the person that you are toasting. If you are the best man at a wedding, make sure that you highlight a great attribute that the couple shares. Do not just talk about the groom, but talk about the relationship that they have formed and will go on this adventure together. Avoid roasting. One of the worst things that you can do is to try to roast the person that you are toasting. Saying all sorts of different stories and making jokes at their expense, trying to roast a person, that's great for Comedy Central, not for a wedding, not for a social gathering. Keep that stuff in a different section. If you are going to have a bachelor party, do the roast then. Do not do it in front of 100 guests. Social events, particularly weddings, is something that has a lot of tradition behind and where people are usually on their best manners. Therefore, do not roast anybody. Your Aunt Gladys does not need to know about your special friend in Vegas. Your mother does not need to know about that random hookup you had in college. Do not roast the person that you are toasting. A few points of formality: when you are giving a toast, wherever you are, make sure that you are standing. You can get a person's attention by having a piece of silverware and tapping it against your glass, making that distinctive sound that makes people want to be quiet and listen to what you have to say. When preparing a toast, make sure that you do have a glass of liquid of your choice with you, and when you are talking, make sure that you do not gesture with the glass hand. Gesture with your free hand. If you're at a wedding, this glass is probably going to be a microphone, so don't gesture with that hand also. At the end of the toast, when you are encouraging people to actually take a drink, make sure that you address the audience and then address the person that you are toasting and highlight the one main aspect of your toast. For example, if I was attending a wedding, let's say, ladies and gentlemen, if you please raise your glasses to Howard and Bernadette. May their love forever be true. At that point, people would either say hear, hear, take a drink, or just start clapping. Remember, it's about the person that you are toasting, not about you. Let me know what tips you have about giving a toast in the comment section down below, and tell me about the worst toast that you have ever heard as well. I love hearing those stories. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Great videos are coming out every week where I show you it's okay to be a man and a geek at the same time. You can click right here for some awesome manliness, or you can click right here for some manliness and geekiness. Because after all, if the women don't find you manly, they should at least find you geeky. And until next time, beard on, bro.